Hello YouTube, Doomkaiser D here with a deck profile on the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list. We're going to be talking about the days of old, the September 2008 ban list, which saw the birth of one of the strongest decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! History. And of course I'm talking about Tele-DADs. With the new September 2012 lists, the deck has seen a resurgence with the bring back of Destiny Draw and Emergency Teleport to Unlimited. So this isn't going to be a TF2 build, although there will be a deck profile of that coming up soon. I want to talk briefly about what's been happening. I've not posted a Yu-Gi-Oh! Video for quite a while because I was going through this phase with TF2 and such, and I've just not really had time for Yu-Gi-Oh! With my exams and stuff. But now I'm in college, I'm quite happy with life, and I want to get back into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profiles and games because those are pretty fun to make, and you had a good time filming them. So let's get on straight with the deck profile. We've got the main boss monster of the deck, Dark Armed Dragon. Brilliant cards, brilliant attack points. It can get over Stardust in many ways if you got the right support. We've got Dark Grapher. Great way of loading cards into the graveyard for Dark Armed Dragon and getting the combo pieces that you need. Good beat stick as well. You got the Destiny Hero Dasher. This wasn't used in the original build, I remember, but I think it should have, because it was a good way of loading. It was a good way of getting extra stuff out, and it was a good effect. Good monster in general. I think the reason because it wasn't used because you still had 3 Malicious back then, but now that Malicious is at 2. You got an extra opportunity for that, and it's greffable. We've got next up Diamond Dude. You can use that old combo of Plague Spreader by putting the Destiny Draw back on top of the deck and then using the effect of Diamond Dude to get an instant 2 cards during your next turn. It's a nice little combo there. Doomlord has really shone in recent times because of the rise of Xyz monsters. This can clear an Xyz monster and the materials, and so when it comes back, it will no longer have the materials on it. It's great for getting rid of taking care of Zen means. And nice level as well, so you can go into a rank 3 if you wanted. Up in the main part of the engine, the Malicious. Great for, you can use Dark Grapher to load that into the graveyard, and then remove that to get the next one out, and go into a synchro through Teleport or Plague Spreader. Really good card. Got a very good skill card for the deck. We've got Doom Caliber Knights, great beat stick, great effect. This card requires you to use it quite skillfully. There's a lot of skill involved with playing this card because you got to play it at the right time. And when I play it, usually my opponent really has trouble dealing with it, which I like about it. It's a good way of controlling. Another effect negating card is my Hand Trap Effect Veiler. Brilliant card. It's even a tuner as well if you wanted to go into a synchro with it. It's really useful at the moment, and in the TF2 build this helps towards your light count for BLS. Next up is one of the search cards for my heroes and stuff. You got Stratus, good beat stick for that. Gauze for defense. We've got the 2 Krebens and the 2 Psychic Commanders. Really useful cards. I've got 2 of each in because these are good for going into the synchros, and these are a bit more useful for going into Xyz, which I like about the deck. There's a lot of toolbox opportunities which I like. Next up is Plague Spreader, another tuner for the deck, and it's just a brilliant card. I don't know why people aren't using it as much anymore. We got Sangan, one of the most staple cards in the game. You got to use it. You know what it does. Tour Guide from the Underworld, brilliant card going into synchro. No, even if it doesn't work, you can go into Xyz monsters, and if it doesn't work, you can go into synchro monsters. You've got Xyz possibilities of it, and you can even get Sangan out if you want to, just to get an extra card to your hand when it's used up. You got Dark Hole onto the spells. That was 21 monsters, I believe. We're onto the spells. We've got Dark Hole, Destruction. We've got the 3D draws. Basically the main draw engine for the deck. I've not got a third yet. I thought I did, but apparently not. I'm just waiting on the third to arrive. We've got our 3 emergency teleports, main speed of the deck, getting the psychic monsters out as quickly as possible so you can go into the synchros and Xyzs. Got Foolish Burial, loading stuff into the graveyard does this deck a big favour, because you know a lot of stuff activate in the graveyard, like Mali, Dasher, Plague Spitter, all that good stuff. Next up, we've got Heavy Storm. You know what it does. Monster Reborn again. 2 MSTs for spell and trap removal, and another search engine for the card rotor to get Stratus or Dark Refer. It's basically allows you to Stratus or get anything else you may want from the deck. Onto the traps, we got the 2 Mirror Forces. Good side out really. Siding out 1 because we've had 1 Mirror Force for a while, so we know how to play with it. 2 Torrential Tributes, brilliant card. Just getting rid of mass field presence. Solemn Judgment, just so you know what it does, and the 2 Solemn Warnings to affect it for negating monster summons and stuff like that. So that was 20 spell and traps there, so the deck comes to a total of 41 cards. Quickly moving on to the side deck, we have got Cyber Dragon, taking care of machine decks. DD Crow, you have to have DD Crow, just so many decks work from the graveyard and it's a good counter for them. We've got Gemini Imps at the moment. I think Dark Worlds are going to be quite strong this format, so Gemini Imps are a good counter for them. 1 Kaiku, I'm thinking of taking him out of the side deck. He doesn't really do much, he's just another DD Crow and I don't really play him that often. You got the 3rd MST in the side deck. 2 Bottomless Trap Hole. This is a brilliant card for siding in, or if you main deck it, you can even side it out. It depends on the situation and what floats your boat. But this is a brilliant card and must for any deck, main deck or side deck. We've got Compulsories for taking care of Xyz monsters or whatever. Dust Tornado for that little extra bit of spell and trap removal. Light Imprisoning Mirror, just for countering any sort of light-based deck. Light Swords are going to be coming back now that Necro Gardener's at 3, so I think it's a good opportunity to get to keep your Light Imprisonings in. And finally, just in case for like to Dino Rabbits and stuff, just to pulling the rug. The side deck isn't perfect yet; it still needs some work, but hopefully over time it should improve. We've got Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for the extra deck now. That's just main extra deck. Rank 3s, we've got Muzu Rhythm. I find this a lot better than Ass of Golem with Destruction. You can control it more, and it's a lot less annoying to deal with while it's on the field. Tempo for taking care of opponents' Xyz monsters by getting rid of their Xyz material. It's a brilliant card. You get attack boost off it, and it's really good. Leviathan Dragon, just that good attack boost. And next on to Zen Mains, brilliant card. If you know what Zen Mains does, you know what it does, but it's basically a good defense and getting rid of stuff. Next up we've got Maelstrom, basically Book of Moon in monster form. That's why I don't really run Book of Moon in the main deck, because, I don't know, it just didn't seem to fit in. And there's a space issue in this deck is quite important to consider. Last, onto Utopia. Good beat stick and brilliant effect. Onto the synchros, we've got Catastor, you know what it does. Flamvel Urkizas, piercing effect, good at getting out if you want to go for a quick level 6. Guy Knight, Force of the Earth, beat stick, gets over a lot of things, and it's basically a replacement for Bryanite now that that's banned. Onto Black Rose Dragon for level 7, you need it really in this deck because it's really, really good. Colossal Fighter makes good use of all the warriors that are in there. Scrap Dragon, brilliant card, good beat stick, brilliant effect. Dark End Dragon, you're going to be playing that a lot. It takes care of Xyz very easy, it takes care of Zen Mains very easy, it takes care of a lot of things very easily without much requirement. And lastly, you got the Stardust Dragon. You should know what it does by now. So that was the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be a Tele-DAD variant coming out soon. But before that, there will also be a discussion on the new September ban list with me and my brother. That's going to be a lot of fun. And well, that's the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe if you think the deck is good. If you think there's anything that needs improving, just drop a comment below, and well, we'll see you next time, YouTube. Take care.